Hey guys, welcome back to Show Me How Beauty. Today I have created this look for you using lots of silver shimmery products. These ones are from Colourpop. So if you'd like to see how this look was created, then please keep watching. So I'm thinking that I'll be wearing a liquid lipstick today. So I've just applied a little bit of the Lip Glow Colour Reviver Balm from Dior. So it's sort of like a tinted lip balm, and it changes colours. Well, it actually changes with the chemistry of your lip to like a pink tone. So if you are someone that's looking for a really good lip balm, I would suggest the Dior lip balm. Like the pink tone that it goes to is actually quite nice, and like it does sort of like as the lip balm wears away, it leaves you with a little bit of colour, which is quite nice really if you're someone that likes something that's quite low maintenance. So to begin with, we're going to go in with the Australis primer. I only bought this the other day just to see what it's like. I hear people saying often that they like it, so I thought, why not give it a go? But that seems quite nice. It's quite light. So for foundation today, I'm going to go in with the Graftobian High Definition Colour Cream. So this is a professional makeup artist product. But today I want to try a new product that I've just recently purchased and haven't had much of a chance to really try for myself. So this is the makeup blend from Kryolan. So it's meant to like dilute the cream foundation a little bit and make it more into like a liquid. So I thought I'd give it a go and see what it's like. Apparently you can also use it in your eyeliner if your eyeliner dries up, like a gel eyeliner. So that seems to be quite a good little product you can use for a couple of things. So just mix two colours together, two foundation colours together to get my colour. I'm just going to add one little drop of this solution from Kryolan. So I'm just giving a little mix together with my finger to make it more of a liquid. Just going in with this little one from, this is a Model's Prefer brush, which you can get from Priceline. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but really good brush. Probably will buy it again. So I'm just using that across the face, across the cheek. So I'm just going to go with a little bit of the LA Girl Proconceal in Classic Ivory. Just going to take that really closely under my eye. I like to squeeze it out on the back of my hand first because I find it can come out like in spits and spurts, and if you do it really close to your eye, you risk actually getting product in your eye, which can be a bit dangerous. So I'm just taking a little bit on the back of my hand rather than doing it on my face. And I'm going to go with my little beauty blender here and take it nice and close to the under eye area. So I'm just taking it on that inner corner and also on the inner corner of my actual eye. Now I'm not using too much product because I don't want it to be like really crazy highlight, although that's already quite brightening as you can see, but I don't want to have it like really intense. Please excuse my voice today. I have had a cold and that has been lingering in my voice, even though I don't feel that sick right now. It's just sort of really annoying. For powder today, I'm going to use the Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder, oil and fragrance free. So this is in the colour Natural. So I'm just taking a small fluffy brush. This is actually a Model's Prefer brush as well. One day I was in Priceline having a little shop up and it's a really good size. So I'm just going to use this under my eyes because it is more of like a powder foundation. Even though it doesn't say that, it has quite a lot of coverage. And because I do have a tan, this would be a little bit light for like my entire face. So I'm just using it through the centre of the face. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of Shade Stuff from MAC as a bit of a bronzing contour. So I'm just sort of taking it on the cheek, but also like under the cheek, but then onto the cheek. So I'm working it around like this. Because it is more of that warm tone, it does provide more of a bronzy effect. Of course, if you are really pale, this is not a colour that you would want to be using, unless you're using it for a bronzer, of course, but it is too warm for really pale people to be using as a contour colour. So I'm just going to go in and do my brows. Please excuse the lighting that keeps changing, but that's okay, that's just life. So for brows today, I'm going to go in with the dark brown Brow Duo from Anastasia Beverly Hills. These are like my holy grail brow product, just the best. You can get really intense brows or you can have really natural brows. I just love how they're so versatile. It's funny how in the beginning your eyebrows look so intense when you've just had them put on. When you've just put your eyebrows back on after sort of putting your foundation on, they look so intense, but it's really important when you are going to be doing dramatic eyes to have eyebrows. Even if you just do them really subtly, maybe just a bit of brow mascara or brow gel like this one. This is from L'Oreal. It's the Brow Plumper in the colour, in the dark colour. So I've just zoomed you in a little bit so you can see more clearly when I do my eyes, which I'm going to do now. And I'm using the Painterly Paint Pot as a base. I'm just going to use my finger to press that onto, mostly onto the mobile lid and just above there. So when the area where your eye actually moves, that's your mobile lid. So that, and then just slightly above, because I find that's where I do get oily and I do have creasing. So in theory, you don't need to use it all the way up to the brow. You apply most of the colour right near the lash line and then blend upwards. So to begin with, I'm going to go with this colour here, which is Frappe by Makeup Geek. Taking this fluffy brush, it's a 228 crease brush from Zoeva. And I'm just going to run that through the crease, sort of mostly in the outer corner there where I put the colour down, blending across. Just going to grab this bullet brush from Designer Makeup Tools. It's a DMT 200p05 soft small crease. And I'm just going to run that under the eye, just a little bit. So I'm then going to go in with Ingot Eyeshadow 357, which is like a really cool tone grey brown. Sort of very similar to Wedge from MAC. Just going to take the same fluffy brush and I'm going to use this colour to build up depth. Right on that outer edge there, like I said before, same concept. So next I'm going to go in with Corduroy by MAC. With my bullet brush that I was using earlier from Designer Makeup Tool. Make sure you tap this one off because it's a bit darker. I'm going to layer that in the crease area. I'm then going to go in with Bitten eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. And I'm going to pretty much layer it over the corduroy. I'm just going to give us that real warmth. So this is the brush that had the Frappe. I'm just picking up a bit more Frappe and blending the edge of that Bitten. Just blending it around. Okay, so recently I did an order with Colourpop Cosmetics from LA, they come from. Not too bad on the shipping, a bit expensive but very quick, which seems to be worthwhile, I guess. I've got Acorn here, which is a beautiful, very light tone. It's like a pearlescent sort of finish. Taking it on a little flat shader brush, I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner of the eye. It's quite a it's a little bit muted, I guess. It's not really loud. For the right skin, this might be a really good brow highlight. I don't really do much of a brow highlight because I've got a really protruding brow bone as it is, so I don't really need to make my brow appear further forward at all. Next, I'm going to go in with Liberty eyeshadow, which is a beautiful silver tone. I'm going to see how I go. I'm going to use this brush, the same brush as before, which is from Haku Hodo. It's just a little flat shader, and I'm going to obviously apply this onto the lid. Just going to take a small fluffy brush and pick up a little bit of Frappe from before and just blend the edge. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Bitten, which is that intense purpley colour, and go over the top of the crease. Because I don't want to drag that silver Liberty shade too far out because I don't want it to be all over the eye. So I'm just going back in with my deep colours. Like that. So next I'm going in with another shimmery shadow. This one is I Love This from Colourpop, and it's sort of like a glittery overlay. I'm just going to press that over the top. And I don't care if it goes a little higher because it'll sort of blend that silver a bit better. And then I'm going to go in with I Love This and a little lip brush. I'm taking a lip brush because it's dense and it will pick up a bit of colour. I just want to take a little bit under the eye. So for eyeliner today I'm going to use the Erin Bigg Cosmetics Onyx Gel Liner. And I'm going to use that with a Designer Makeup Tools pointed liner brush. So after I've curled my lashes, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the Telescopic Extra Black Mascara from L'Oreal. So I've got these little lashes, they're from eBay. I don't actually know where they're from in terms of a shop, or actually I'll link on my blog where I actually bought them from so you can see. Okay, so now that I've got my eyes sort of done, I'm just gonna wait for that glue to dry and then maneuver those lashes a bit. I'm gonna go in with my little Makeup Forever Duo, Contouring Duo. This is in the number 2. And I'm just gonna take the contour powder with the small brush I was using earlier and just run that under my cheekbone. I think that the colour I used earlier was a bit too light. That can be the difficulty with spray tanning. You just never know how really dark you are until you put makeup on. You have to change the colours of everything. So for highlight, I think I'll go in with the Shimmering Skin Perfector from Becca in the colour Opal. Now, I'm going to be particular about putting it just on top of the cheekbone. Probably got a bit much on my brush, so I'm just going to go other side and then back. Not too much, just really high there. Yep, a little bit here. This is Orgasm by NARS. Just going to take it on a fluffy brush. This is like a angle contour brush, but I just use it for anything I like. I'm just pressing that and then blending backwards. So I'm going to go in with this lip liner from Colourpop in the colour Frida. Just going to run that around the edge of the lip. So I'm going to go with Clueless from Colourpop. It's quite a light pink colour, but I'm going to use a bit of that. That's pretty. But then I'm just going to go over with a little bit of Midi, which is also nice. That's good. Love that combo. So I've got Clueless on the bottom from Colourpop and then Midi over the top. Don't know guys, I think I need this lip a bit lighter. I'm going to go with a little bit of Vice from Colourpop once again. Just pressing it in. That's better. People hate me when I do that. They're like, which colour lipstick are you wearing? And I'm like, oh, just a little bit of 15 different ones. So I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial today guys. I'm really happy with the way that it's come out. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to Show Me How Beauty if you'd like to see more videos like this one, and I will see you next time. Bye!